Simon & Schuster Audio presents Black Pill, How I Witnessed the Darkest Corners of the Internet Come to Life, Poison Society, and Capture American Politics by Elle Reeve. Read by the author.
For Jeremy, who kept me alive the whole time. Author's note. I spent my entire teenage years at war. Not a real war, but a psychological war, followed by a legal one. It did not have a happy ending. At the time, when explaining it to my high school friends, I referred to the situation as my evil neighbor. Decades later, I understand what had happened. My family had a stalker. It started when our neighbor built a fence. We'd just moved near Lebanon, Tennessee, to a 1970s housing development surrounded by nothing off Highway 109, a road named in a country song about murdering an abusive husband. The neighbor was a man in his early 40s, slim with jet black hair that my mom thought he dyed, narrow eyes, and ruddy skin. The deed to our house showed he was building the fence on our property, so my parents asked him to get a survey of the land. He refused. My parents got one, and it gave him more land. It seemed like a win for our neighbor, but he had to move his fence, which made him angry. We started to notice small acts of vandalism. A light on our driveway was shot out. Someone keyed our car, strange, given we had a long driveway on a 2-acre lot, and our neighborhood was like a sample-sized suburbia dropped in the middle of empty fields miles from town. The plants died. Bolts appeared behind our car tires. A license plate was stolen. The air conditioner was sabotaged. Someone started calling our house at all hours of the night and hanging up when we answered, or sitting in silence. The ambiguity did not last. My neighbor started watching us. We had big windows in the back of the house, and after dark, we could see the red cherry of his cigarette as he sat in his truck and stared. Sometimes when one of us walked outside, he heckled us, mostly that my dad was not a real man, or that my mom was an ugly bitch. There are only a couple of confrontations I remember clearly. One was at night when my dad and I walked outside to our garage. The neighbor was sitting on a lawn chair in the bed of his truck, drinking beer and eating popcorn. As we walked down the driveway, he shouted that he was enjoying the big show we were putting on for him. He held out the popcorn and asked if we'd like some. I was 14 years old. I knew he was trying to be menacing, but I didn't feel fear so much as astonishment at the way this adult was willing to debase himself to ruin our...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?